morning, lovely, lovely people. How are you today? It's bright and breezy and absolutely gorgeous weather with me, so I hope you are well wherever you are in the world. Welcome to my morning instant body booster, and today it's focus on core and hips, session number 2. So these are a series of 3 progressive little posture enhancing programs in this series with a specific focus on opening up our tight hips and our core area, and it's really complementary to the whole of my WalkActive system. So as you come on in, say hello. If you're watching this in real time, I like to have a little cup of coffee with you, so I hope you are bright and breezy today, and let me know how you're doing. You're all good? I hope you're fine. I hope you're well. I hope you're happy. And obviously, if you're catching this at the end of your day or on catch up, I hope you are well and breezy as well. So let me just talk to you about why we're going to focus in this session on the core using the WalkActive system. So traditionally, when we do the core, lots of people will kind of think about traditionally getting down on the floor and doing sit-ups. And that can create a lot of strain in the lower back and also in the neck area. But what we're going to do in this series is, good morning, is actually work on the standing elements of keeping the distance between the pubic bone and the sternum. And when we do that, there's a much more greater benefit of being able to transfer that into all different aspects of our lives as well, whether we're sitting, whether at our desk, whether we're actually moving around. And obviously we want the core to be involved in every single movement pattern that we do, but importantly we also want to open up the hips, so that we can use all the posterior muscles to actually propel us forward, help create space and strength and length in the spine, and have lovely length through the body as well. So this is session 2. If you're ready, lovely people, this is how I'd like your room to be set up. So have your mat like this, and I'd like your chair to be on your mat and quite close, maybe at the end, because we're going to use it for some of the specific exercises, but also I'd like us to actually build on with what we're doing with our progressions as well. So if you're ready, let's begin, and we're going to start in a standing position. Okay, let's do this. Little sip of water. Okay, so starting here, what I'd like us to do is let's start off with our 3 big deep breaths. So take a deep breath in, and as we lift up, think about creating space right through the whole body. So we've got space in the ankle joints, space in the knees, think about a little bit taller, and then just breathe out. Let the arms just swing nice and relaxed. Let's do 2 more of those. Here we go. So deep breath in, gather up from the air, breathe in, and again, feel the space gather in every single part of the joint as we sequentially move up through the body, through the ankles, over the knee joints, up over the hips, specifically the distance between pubic bone and sternum, and the distance between the earlobes and shoulders, and then reaching up through the fingers, reach it out and blow it out. Good. And this is our last one here. So gather the energy, really feel the height that we're meant to be in this world today. So stretching up tall, and breathe out. Good job. Now, take your WalkActive global greeting. So if this is new to you, you want to have your finger 1, 2, and 3 folded in, and your thumb and little finger out. So your thumb is going to come to your wrist, your little finger is going to come to your hip bone, and all I want you to do is extend the distance between those 2 points. Now, this will increase the distance between the pubic bone and the sternum. The shoulders need to be down, and importantly, the bottom needs to be relaxed. So we're creating lovely space for this whole abdominal area here. Probably a bit of about 20% drawing in, but 80% drawing up. So think about being contained and soft, but have tautness on the inner body. Hold that for 4 more. A little bit of drawing in, checking the ribs come down. 3 and 2 and 1. Let's take a deep breath in again. So keeping that global breathing, because I'm going to keep coming back to that, because the abs are going to work all the time in this position to create length and space. So take the arms wide. This arm is just going to come down to your hip. And what I want you to do, that currently the palm is facing down, reach over to the side, keeping that global greeting so you've got the integrity in the core. Turn the palm up, and we're going to paint the rainbow. So the hand's going to go all the way around. Now keep the distance here, that's important, that core is working. A little bit of a bend and tuck under the tailbone, but focusing on this area here, and then reach a bit more. Let's do that again. So this time the palm's facing down, so reach over, turn the palm up, and again paint that rainbow. So reach up, focus on this area, so we're a little bit more aware of the core and engaging that area as we come down here. Last one. Palm comes up, reach over, check we've still got that distance there, okay? And then we're going to paint the sky to come all the way over the sky, slight bend the knees, and then come back down here and come here. So let's progress from the global greeting, put it back onto your thumbs, little fingers, lift up tall again, so you've got that lifting up, Holding this in and up now. So when I'm saying that, I want you to draw in here and 2 and 1. Good job. Okay, now from here, take the deep breath in again, and we're going to repeat the rainbow on the other side. So the hands come wide, check your global greetings. It's a really good reference point. Hand is down here on the hip, reaching over, turn the palm up, and then you're going to paint the sky all the way over. So this is a really delicious way of opening up the back. Come back here. Palm is down, palm is up, reach over to that side, keeping that distance. So don't sink in the hip, lift up. Good job, and reach all the way over. So we're developing great strength and length in this area. So important if we spend lots of time maybe at our desk when we're compressed and all the internal organs really need to have that space to be able to function properly. Okay, so come back to a centre position, and now we're going to take your hands, slight clasp here, and I'm just going to put your hands level with the belly button. We're going to start to do an introductory abdominal J. So there's an actual video on this on my YouTube channel. Knees are slightly soft here and ankles turned out. So hands down with the belly button. I'm going to scoop the hands down almost like I'm tracing a letter J in this dimension. As I come down, I'm going to draw in that lower part of my abdominal area. And then from here at the bottom, I'm going to trace up to my sternum. So now just check here, because often the shoulders rise up. So let the shoulders ease down. And then I'm going to take it into the ribs and finish us off with a global greeting. Now hold this position here for 10, for 9, for 8. Check that the bottom is relaxed. I know that might be disconcerting, but you want it relaxed to help protect the back. 5 more, 4 more, 3 more. Good, keep softness in the shoulders. 2 and 1, and release down. Let's do that one more time. So start with the hands clasped, level with the belly button. Turn the ankles out just a little bit, so that will help you stop you grabbing your bum, which will put pressure in the lower back. And a little bit of a bend. We're going to come down with the arms. And at the bottom here, so we've already drawn in, I'm going to get that length all the way up here. So increase the distance between the pubic and the sternum. Relax those shoulders down. Just check that the ribs aren't popping out, so just taper them down and finish off with your global greeting. So that helps keep the length here in what's called the internal obliques. Hold this now here for 10, for 9, for 8. Space in the spine, bottom is relaxed. 6 more, 5 more. Really drawing in and up. 3 more, 2 more, 1 more, and you relax and ease it down a bit more. Good job. Okay, take a deep breath in, and at the top, this time reach up a little bit higher, and you're going to reach over to there, and you're reaching right up and over, so you keep that length, keep that length, keep that length. Stretch and energize with that middle finger, and again, check not sinking in here. Lift and stretch up. Come back down, come back to your global greeting. So here we are again. Just think about this for 4, for 3. So building that brain muscle pathway. 2 and 1. The bottom is relaxed. Take the arms up again. How are we doing? All right. Stretch up tall, and then take hold of the other wrist. So pre-lengthen, reach over. So we've got the distance here between the ribs and the hips. Good job. And really think again about the tracking from the foot and the knee and the hip. So I've got that lovely lift. I'm energizing from the foot, and then lift it with the top finger, come back to the center, spin the arms wide. That's good. Okay, so just relax and roll the arms back. One more time, once and twice and 3. Good job. Now just walk through the feet, and what I want us to do now is we're just going to start to do the ab prep roll down. So lift up here, take a deep breath in, slight bend in the knees, and tuck the tailbone under. So here, this is slightly different from the abdominal J. So what I've got here is I've got a tuck under of the bottom. So the bottom will be contracted here, but also specifically I'm thinking about pubic bone coming up to my sternum. So it's like a little bit of scoop, almost like a piece of string pulling up. So this area is drawn in, but I've got length here in that lower part of the spine. Hold that position of integrity, lifting up through the fingertips. And then just add the fingers coming past the chin and let the chin come down. So in this position here, I've got lower spine mobility, and I've also got movement through the upper back, but I've also got my global greeting. So there's a lot of awareness of part of every single part of the body. Now come out of that and reach tall. Now in this position here, the bottom is relaxed. I've got my distance between my ribs and my hips. Come back to your global greeting and hold this here for 4, for 3, pulling in and up, but the bottom is relaxed. 2 and 1. Go back to do the ab prep roll down. So there's a slight difference. It's building that knowledge in your body. So we lift up tall. Okay, we have my global greeting here. Now I'm going to bend the knees, and here I tuck under. So the bottom contracts here, and I focus on the length of the lower abdominals, and I'm drawing in deeper down by the pubic bone. Keep lifting up here so I've got that length. Let the hands drift past the face, chin comes down, so I get that mobility in my upper back. mobility in the lower spine, but I've also got the integrity here with my global greeting. How are we doing, all right? Quite a bit to think about first thing in the morning. And then my global greeting, set that up. So draw in and up, think about distances increasing between the little finger and the thumb, holding that 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. The bottom is relaxed, 1. Reach the arms up, and now we're going to add the ab prep roll down. So I bend my knees, tuck under the tailbone, so make the priority here the length, thinking about drawing in a little bit here, lifting up, and then the hands drift past the face, the chin comes down so I get that mobility in my upper back, and now I'm going to roll down gently, 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 scooping the abdominals as I come here so I get a little bit more length. Now at the bottom here, just relax the body, just kind of walk through the feet a little bit. So if you want, you can come up onto your toes and come back. If this feels a little bit too much for you today, see how you feel. Make sure you have a generous bend knees, and you can have your hands here if you want on your chair. So I'm just going to put that down there, okay? Now, from here at the bottom, with a little bit of feet mobility, so lifting up and lifting back, draw in those abdominals. What I'd like us to do is heavy the tailbone, and we're going to roll up one more time. So lift up, deep breath in at the top, check your global greeting, so we're coming back to the core all the time, making sure that we're not sinking in this area, lifting this. So this becomes the default. Hold this for 4 and for 3 and for 2 and for 1. Come up, bend the knees, tuck under. Let the hands drift past so we feel the difference. Roll down the body, heavy in that tailbone, and then lift up through the backs of the legs, and then introduce a soft bend to the knee. And I'd like you now to put your hands on your chair, okay? So you might just want to adjust your position a little bit. Generous bend the knees, and what I'd like you to do is step back with one foot, and you're just going to expand back. So a little bit of awareness here on your hands. Check your alignment here, and let that back knee come down onto the mat. So you may want to have a blanket there just to give you a bit of support. Now, we're going to feel a little bit of stretch here on the hip flex, which is what I'd like you to feel. The further back this leg is, the more you're going to increase that. So you might want to adjust it to see what feels right for you today. I'd like you to keep your hands on your chair, because importantly, we're coming back to this global greeting here. Note that I've got slight alignment of the body, and I'm drawing in and up. So from here, take a deep breath in, and then just ease that leg back. The body is staying high here because I want us to keep the awareness in the core, and then just ease forward. So here's my hip flexor stretch opening here, and then I'm going to ease back so you feel that opening of the hip. Do that 2 more times. So I open here on the hip, deep breath in, keeping that global greeting, back foot so you regain that energy, and then we're going to come up all the way again. So come back here, check in where you are with your global greeting, thumb, little finger, lift up, draw up, bottom is relaxed, and keep that lift for 4 more, 3 more, 2, how you doing, okay? 1, and then lift up, and then we do the ab prep roll down. So here's the bend, here's my tuck under, so a little bit of mobility here in the lower spine, hands drift past your gorgeous faces, chin comes down, you've got that nice opening at the back, but I've still got that lift, and now I let it roll all the way down. So the sequential nature of this is really quite important. And then take the other leg back. So I'm going to step back with the other leg, okay? So that one's going to come back, and let that knee come down here. So whatever feels comfortable for you. A couple of things to be thinking about. Your hands are here. If you drew a midline and knee from your kneecap, it should be over your second two, and that will really help with the tracking. Feel a bit of a stretch on that hip flexor. Hands are open here. A little bit of a lean, and again, come back to your global greeting. So I'm not sunk here. This will help protect your back. It will also help these abdominal muscles become taut and long and support you in this position. So hold that there. Good job. The back foot can be tucked under if you want to increase the mobility of your foot, or it can be flat, whatever feels comfortable for you. And then we're just going to ease back to help open up those hips. Okay, and then ease forward, nice and smooth, and then ease back. Keep breathing for me. So just easing through those hips to a couple more. And make this one the last one here. See how that feels. Tuck your back toe underneath you. Lift off. Keep your global greeting here. So you've got that distance. Push off your back foot. And then you come back to here. And then you're going to lift up nice and gently. Now from here, what I'd like you to do is to come onto your chair. So just take your chair here so you can have a nice position. You might want to have a cushion in front of you. So sitting forward, come back to that global greeting. So all the time we're making this become a default position. Thumb and little finger, lift up nice and tall, open with the chest, and keep that distance here. And from here, take the arms up, one arm comes down, reach it down, and just spin and open up that chest So remember, we're leading with the torso and the head will follow because that will protect the neck. This arm can just give you a little bit of integrity. Lift a bit taller and imagine almost that your torso is kind of a wet tea towel, if this analogy works for you, and you're wringing out the water. So you want to wring it out back to the centre and take the arms up again. Lift up tall, arms come wide, check it back with your global greeting. So your bottom is relaxed here. The benefit of doing this seated down is that you're mirroring obviously sitting at a desk, but you're also making this area work how you need you to support yourself. So you're open with your torso. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Take the arms up and we're going to repeat the other side. So this arm comes down, this one comes behind. Lead with the torso and just ease the body round. So I've got a lovely width from elbow to elbow, and again visualize that wet tea towel if this works for you, wringing it out with water. So we wring it out and we lift up. So this will maintain the spine, help the openness, and also specifically work more into the core. So think about being neat with that torso. Breathe in and then ease out and come back to the centre. Now, take the arms up, how are we doing all right? And what I'd like us to do is bring the arms back to that global greeting and take one foot out in front of us. So I've just got a cushion here because I'm going to use it in a minute. So take the foot and extend it out. Now keep that global greeting, and all I want you to do now is tuck under, okay? So I've gone back. So I'm not slumped, I've actually gone back. So it's useful to keep the hands here. Now from here, take the arms up, still keeping that finger scooping under, let the hands drift past your face, and this time, still keeping the integrity here, let them just ease back down, nice and gently, towards the straight leg. So get a bit of a stretch, opening the back of the leg, take a deep breath in, and then ease up, nice and gently, 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 come back, think about that global greeting, lifting up tall and spin the arms wide. Bring that foot in and take the other one out, okay? How are we doing? Take the arms up, check where you are with your global greeting. So this will help with your symmetry in your torso and in your body as well. So, and think about this right through your day. Maybe take a photograph and stick it on your desk so you can actually on your screen be at this height. So from here, guys, lift up and then you tuck under. So you've got that scoop under. Hands are going to come down and you're going to roll down nice and gently, 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 gently. Easing forward so you feel a little bit of a stretch, maybe in the lower back, maybe in the back of the hamstrings. Take a deep breath in and again scoop and draw in. And as you unfold, you've got your thumb and you've got your little finger. Lift up, stretch up nice and tall, bend the arms down, hover the hands of happiness, good job, and then bring them by your side. And we're going to bring one foot, okay? Or you can actually lift it and rest it up on your foot, whatever feels comfortable for you. Now here we go back to that global greeting, so we're using it as a constant reinforcement. Open with your torso and you're going to ease forward to me. So the more the angle of your body closes, the more you'll feel a stretch in the outer hips. So this is quite deceptive. You don't need to go very far, but notice how I'm open to you. So kind of be open to me if you can. This is really good for your breath, really good again for the core. Think about being long and open. That's great. Now keep that leg, lift up as we come up, cradle the hands as we come under. So lift them up like this, and then press that back down. We're going to do the other leg. Check again, so just see how you're doing your symmetry in your torso. Foot can be here in front of you if that feels more comfortable, and ease forward, okay? If you want to progress a bit more and you feel a little bit more openness, lift the foot up. Be gentle with where you are, flex this foot here so we protect that knee. And you may find that your knee is up here, that's not a problem, whatever feels comfortable for you, but keep that foot flexed. Open with the torso, hand here, and just ease forward. Take some lovely deep breaths here. Distance between ribs and hips. Open with the torso. Last deep breath. And then come back, lift up into your body. So again, you're really thinking about distance here. Distance, distance, distance. Scoop those gorgeous arms underneath your leg. Rest it down. Wriggle your feet. Hover the hands of happiness because we are going to stand up now. And ease up. Take the arms up wide and come back. Got one last little bit to do, so come to the side of your mat and you can just move that there. And what I'd like us to do is take a deep breath in, stretch up tall, take the arms out to the side, give me one abdominal J here just as we did at the beginning. So I'm going to draw in, I'm going to lift up, shoulders down, and here's my V. Holding this now here for 10 and for 9 and for 8. Check the bottom is relaxed, so I'm not bracing here. Okay, 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, or 1 more. ease it off a little bit, check you still got your global greeting with your lift, and take one foot and just cross it over the other one, okay? Now, from here, bend the knees a little bit, take the arms above your head, and do a little bit of a tuck under the tailbone, so drawing in that lower part of those abdominals. Let the hands drift past your face, and we're going to roll down now with one foot in front of the other. So we get a little bit of a different feeling across the hips. So opening up the hips and the core, they're so interrelated. So the more we work from here, just lift up and rotate. So you get a little bit of nice torso twist. Check that the knees and the feet and the hips are facing forward. So we isolate into the internal obliques and the external obliques, so that whittles our waist. And we're going to do repeat on the other side. This is the last one, people. Let's give it everything we've got. How are we doing? Reach out nice and tall. You've done so well. Thanks for staying with me. Lift here. Bend the knees a little bit. Tuck under the tailbone. The head comes fast. And just gently ease down. So just listen to how this feels for you today. And at the bottom, just take a deep breath in. Check that the abdominals aren't having too much of a conversation with your belly. Breathe in. And breathe out. Bend the knees, tap down, head in, tailbone, roll up nice and gently, 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 gently. And you're going to stretch up tall at the top, and then bring the arms down by your sides. Check your global breathing, and introduce that little bit of rotation. Check here that the hips are facing forward, and it's just the torso. So we get into this kind of wet tea towel analogy again. Open with the body, open with the breath coming in. Take a deep breath in. Good, and come back to the center. Uncross the legs. Take a deep breath in, and I invite you to join me for our hug of love, where we send it out around the world. Are we ready, lovely people? Take the arms wide, grab it in, scoop it in. So just really stand tall to begin with. Let the chin come down, let the corners of the mouth rise up, and just give yourself a really big squish, squish, squish. Breathe in. Congratulate yourself for your efforts today. Thank you so much for joining me. This was all about trying to get some integrity in this area here. So hopefully you can take forward your global greetings with your core right through the rest of the day. Bend the knees a bit, tuck under. Okay, get ready, people. We're going to send our love around the world. Are we ready? After the count of 3, 3 and 2 and 1. Whoosh, it's gone. Thank you so much for joining me, love. And core session 2 on my morning instant body booster, all designed to help us start our day a bit brighter. Thank you so much for joining me. It's Wednesday if you're watching this in real time. So if you would like to go out and do your WalkActive in real time, choose a distance 1, 3 or 5k, and leave me a note below and let me know how you get on. So leave me a comment below. Really loved having you join me. Thank you so much, Marita. Thank you so much. And I look forward to you joining me again live on Friday. And of course you can catch up with all my videos here on my YouTube channel, Joanna WalkActive. Take good care. Thank you, Ali. Thank you, Robert. Really great to see you. Thank you, Anna. I'll see you soon. Take care. Have a great day.